Now at 6 on WCNC Charlotte, thousands of fans are at one of college football's biggest games of the year right here in the Queen City. It's the ACC Championship. It's going on as we speak at Bank of America Stadium, and it's raising COVID-19 concerns with local officials. We'll tell you about that. Plus, the Carolinas are welcoming a second coronavirus vaccine this coming week. Moderna's vaccine is ready to roll out to hospitals, and we've got the latest on the vaccination efforts across the nation. Rain is on the way, folks. We've got to look at the wet weather moving in and a look ahead to the holiday weather, all coming up in your First Warn forecast. Last 2 weeks of the year, folks. It's the final stretch. Good evening to you, and thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Lana Harris. Now, we begin with college football's ACC Championship going on right now in Uptown. Roughly 5,000 fans are allowed to be at the stadium, which is the same as the Panthers games. But the difference is this is Clemson and Notre Dame playing, so it's drawing fans from out of state, and that's raising concerns of coronavirus spread. WCNC Charlotte's Lexi Wilson joins us from Uptown with more. Lexi? All right, Lexi, thank you. So let's talk about the pandemic. The latest coronavirus numbers in the Carolinas are very high, but thankfully down from yesterday's sky-high record totals. North Carolina posted nearly 6,200 new positives today. Yesterday, it was over 8,500 cases, with a record in hospitalizations of more than 2,800 people. South Carolina posted nearly 3,000 new cases today. Now, here's some good news, though. Moderna's vaccine has officially been approved by the FDA. That means doses will start shipping this weekend and will reach hospitals across the country this coming week. 175,000 doses are expected in North Carolina, with more than half of those, 96,000 doses, going to long-term care facilities. Now, like Pfizer's, Moderna's vaccine is about 95% effective. Meanwhile, the Trump administration is apologizing over confusion about how many doses of Pfizer's vaccine would be ready to be shipped to the states. And states are eager for them. COVID infections are growing in a lot of states, causing a need for more field hospitals and new restrictions to be imposed to slow the virus's spread. Chris Pallone reports. Now, we're also keeping an eye on Capitol Hill tonight because Congress is debating for a $900 billion COVID relief package. The Senate is in session right now, while House members are standing by for a vote that could happen tomorrow. The proposed agreement would deliver more than $300 billion in aid to businesses and provide the unemployed a $300 per week bonus benefit. The deal would also provide a $600 direct stimulus payment to individuals. Now, we are learning today when Concord officer Jason Shuping will be laid to rest. Shuping was shot and killed Wednesday in the line of duty while responding to an attempted carjacking. So here are the details on his funeral. It's going to be held on Tuesday, December 22nd at 1 o'clock at the Cabarrus Arena in Concord. New at 6, Huntersville police say one person was seriously hurt in a crash today on Interstate 77. Look at that. It happened at exit 23 near Sam Fur Road, and the damage was horrific. The person inside had to be extracted from the car and flown to Atrium Uptown with life-threatening injuries. Another person was treated for non-life-threatening injuries there. Hey, did you get out today? It's a little bit warmer in Charlotte today after dropping below freezing yesterday. But we are tracking some rain moving in overnight that could bring a bit of a wintry mix into our north, in the mountains and foothills. So let's bring in meteorologist Aisha Scott. And hey, when will people start to see that rain? Good evening.
Well, good evening, Lana. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, that rain.
All right, Aisha, thank you. Well, what a busy Saturday for sports in the Carolinas. The Panthers are on the road facing the Packers later on tonight. And right now, Clemson and Notre Dame are battling for the ACC Championship in Uptown. Sports director Nick Carboni is following all of it. And Nick, last time I checked, Clemson was running away with it. So how is that game going?
Yeah, well, and lots more coming up in sports, Lana. I got to get back to work. There's a lot going on today.
Yeah, you do. All right, Nick, thank you. Well, coming up, a big legal win for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle as they distance themselves from the royal family. We've got the details from London. Plus, Charlotte was in the holiday spirit today. There were giveaways all over the Queen City area. We'll show you how the season of giving is living up to its name next. Welcome back. So heading overseas, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle just scored a major legal victory over the paparazzi. A London photo agency has agreed not to take any photos of the couple or their son Archie in the future if the agency emerges from bankruptcy. NBC's Matt Bradley reports from London. Well, a little bit closer to home back here in Charlotte, a lot of nonprofits were out today giving back to the community. And listen to this one. A local doctor's family partnered with NC Medicist to host a free mobile pharmacy event. They were handing out free over-the-counter medication to families in need. That stuff can get expensive, right? Went from 9 to 2 today at the Renaissance West STEAM Academy, and that included cold and allergy medicine, vitamins, and first aid supplies. The sponsors of the event say they know buying these things can add up for families.
And you can leave these Walgreens or Harris Teeter, you can leave there spending easily like $20 or $25, and we realize how significant of an impact that can be on a family's finances.
This was the third year the Bissell family has put on this giveaway. Now in Uptown, a group of NBA players teamed up with local businesses this afternoon to give out food and supplies to people who are homeless. It happened from 2 to 4 at the encampment on North College Street, and we heard from former Charlotte Bobcats player Alexis Njinsa.
It was all about, giving back in the homeless community. We just think it was a perfect time right now to try to help the people in need.
Volunteers there handed out food, blankets, and toiletries. Now hopping on over to Concord, the North Carolina Fraternal Order of Police sponsored its 26th annual Cops and Kids event, and it was awesome. Dozens of kids were treated to a Chick-fil-A breakfast at the Cabarrus County Boys and Girls Club. But not just that. After that, they were paired up with an officer as their shopping buddy and got to spend hundreds of dollars on gifts at a Kannapolis Walmart.
We've got, children in our community that have some needs and underprivileged, and to share some joy with them for Christmas, and also to take the burdens off of those families and give them some smiles and some Christmas joy and spread that.
And how about this? On the way to Walmart, the kids got to ride in police cruisers and control the lights, the sirens, and the horns. How about that, Aisha? These kids sounded like they had their days made today. You love to hear it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they got Chick-fil-A breakfast.
That's good enough as it is.
And then to get to play around with the police car. I mean, I loved it. So you know what? And it's getting everybody in the holiday season for sure. So.
All right, Aisha Scott there for us. Thank you very much. Busy day for sports, and not all football, folks. How about Carolina, Kentucky hoops? Nick has highlights next in sports.
We'll get it back to you, Lana.
All right, Nick Carboni there for us. Thank you very much. Now to Aisha for a final check of the forecast.
Yeah, if you've got it to be cold, a high of only 40, Lana.
All right, Aisha, thank you. And thank you so much for watching. That does it for us for the news at 6. We'll see you back here at 11. NBC Nightly News is next.